I need a massive motherfucking recap.
Okay, because Guido has the recordings. That's what he told me.
It's true. It's true. So when we last left our fearless adventurers, Snake was he was trying to teach Sue history with the moral twist to it, you know, teacher morality. Brian was offering lessons in first aid. Tavor, you were off looking for books on psychics.
In a library.
Yep. And Valley was in a meeting with the head of Cartwright.
I thought we already completed that. I might have been confused. My bad. I might have played.
Yeah, I thought I was getting molested by cougars.
No, that was a long time ago. I thought we were already on the ship on the way back.
No, because I was like, I remember specifically, like, well, maybe that was a long time ago. Like, my brain is. But I was like, where's Valley going? Oh, he's going over.
So the threat of you being molested by cougars was when you won't be able to attend.
Oh.
You're here, and the other guys aren't, so they're currently getting molested by cougars.
That doesn't sound like much of a punishment.
Well, you haven't seen the cougars.
I mean, still. Anyway, whatever. Anyway.
No, but Brian is currently in the med bay coughing up blood, and Snake is having issues connecting to the space internet to give Sue the lessons in history.
Okay. Where are we? Are we on ship, or we're in this place?
You guys landed. You are on planet, the planet where Cartwright Multistellar is housed, and you guys had disembarked, and Valley had gone off to a meeting. You were working on getting. You were working on the specifics of that ship that you were getting. And then, Tavor, you were in a couple of bookshops looking for information on psychics. Not entirely sure what you were looking for specifically.
Just any kind of like, Tavor's goal is to see if like he's the only motherfucker that's having these issues, or if there are like-minded individuals that are like experience these things and maybe they have more information than what he has. Maybe some just to feel like he's not going fucking crazy.
Okay. So I figured you were probably looking for information similar to that, but I do remember when you have been talking to the people in the libraries and bookshops, you haven't actually said anything about what you're looking for other than you're looking for information on psychics.
Yeah, because I don't want to reveal too much about like what I am, because I might be bad. So
the only problem is, without being more specific in what you're looking for, the people that you're asking to help you find the information on what you're looking for aren't going to know that that's what you're looking for.
Cool. I telepathically raise a book and like smash in his face. That's what I'm looking for, motherfucker.
Oh shit.
Well, that escalated quickly.
You know, whatever. That's just, you know, whatever. I wasn't too sure if I was still in the library or not, but I mean, Tavor's at the point now where he's just like, desperate times call for desperate measures. We've been getting into so much shit lately. Like, what's the worst that can happen?
So, seeing as how it's just the two of you, one thing that I wanted to ask, Valley, would would Valley have been at all inclined to invite Tavor to any of the meetings that he is having in regards to acquiring the ship?
When we first got here, he was like, nah, I just got to go meet some people and do some stuff. And he was like, all right, I'm going to go find some stuff out. So we didn't really do a link up to go together. Plus, Valley's been, since they left his initial investment, he's been very shady on that aspect.
Yeah.
So, because A, that motherfucker's trying to make some money. B, he isn't trying to blow up and kill a guy, so he doesn't need to know if this guy is going to be a threat to him. So he didn't need Tavor this time. That's why he took Tavor last time to go meet with the other guy.
Right.
Because Tavar's like, oh, I can see shit coming. So, you know. But, I mean, obviously, because since I've already met with the handing over of the stuff to them, because I have that already added to the balance. The Chromium sale was on 3/11. Is when we did that. And so that...
Yeah.
Yeah, so that March 11th. That's how long it's been since we played.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah. So since he already sold the Chromium to them, and then he already prepared and distributed to the 35,000 went to Pew-Pew for the capital, and then the other 120 went to a sewer transportation as capital, and then added distro of 5K to, I mean, no, that was received 5K from distro from Pew-Pew. So he's just, right now, he would be going back and waiting on his meeting, which was supposed to be on Monday.
So in the interest of not having the party split, since it's just the two of you, would you be opposed to Tavor accompanying you to that meeting, or would Valley prefer to do it alone?
You gonna fuck me? You gonna fuck me? I'd fuck me. I'd fuck me so hard. I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to it, but, you know, don't get mad if I just look at you till you shut the fuck up.
Wait, is he talking to me right now?
I'm out of game. I'm not using the Valley voice.
No.
Because he was asking out of game. No, because like the character wise, you know, Valley's gonna be like, shut the fuck
I ain't
up.
gonna get mad at you for an RP thing.
No, I mean like your character. Tell your I'm talking out of game about our characters in game.
No metagaming.
Last time we did some shit, fucking, we turned around and fucking sold to 300 imaginary people on a ship that blew up. But he does know we're here to do some deals to close the thing with Nikolai in order to offset their sales stuff. So, you know, as far as the aspect of that, yeah, I don't mind.
Okay. So when this goes live, we'll probably have fucked up a bunch of stuff because I don't remember exactly what was going on 6 months ago. So some things are probably going to be a little different from the last episode when this goes live on YouTube, but I really don't care. I'm going to say everything that was going on in the last session was Saturday. It's now Sunday. You guys are discussing what's going on with your meeting on Monday. If you want to do anything before that meeting, now's your chance, or we'll just fast forward to the meeting.
All right, stand by. Let me see right here. I got to check my email documents here real quick. Because I already closed the deal on the ship. the Sear Bifrost. So that deal's closed. We're picking that up Monday. The email to the
Yeah, so you had the discussion with the sales lady about the specifications for the ship. She came back with, oh, yeah, we've got, this brochure. And you said, fuck off, I know exactly what I want. And you signed all the paperwork and you have a ship in process.
Yep. And trying to see. I don't have a copy of the receipt email sent back. I do have the email that I sent to the CEO, and I know he responded and said Monday was the time that they can meet with me about discussion of setting up a contract.
Right.
So, all right. So, Tavar.
Wait, how is he talking to me?
So at this point, it's Saturday afternoon, Sunday, whatever. It's sometime before Monday. You guys can decide when.
Okay, let's do Sunday.
I put my hand in front of my mouth and I go, Tavar.
Not actually thinking at him. You're actually talking, but
yeah, but I'm like, Tavar. Did you just? Yes. Can you hear my words?
Yeah?
I'm just fucking with you. I don't have any of that shit. I thought it would be funny. All right. So, already closed the deal. Already have a ship for the people to move stuff. We'll be losing
we're face to face. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So you.
That's why I covered my mouth so you couldn't see my lips move when I was like.
I'm just trying to get the back scene of like where we're at, so I kind of know if I should be casual, alert, like thinking, shifty, what.
So I'm wearing a loincloth in space. Space barbarians.
Guido, can you help me out here?
Yeah, you don't have a loincloth.
Oh, so I'm naked. No, I'm just playing.
That's totally going to affect my interaction with you, just saying.
So Valley walks out and he's strutting down the hall, buck-ass naked. No, I'm just playing. But no, I got my normal dress on and garb, so sitting in the little kitchenette or kitchen or
on our ship?
Cafeteria on the ship.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
I pull up to you, sit down. Tavar.
Valley.
Once we finish Nikolai's mission here, we don't have to blow. We've blown up enough stuff.
I would be inclined to agree, my friend.
Yeah, so I mean, the city that was way I did not even. And then Adelia was not my fault, but we got a couple of issues. One, I got to meet with this guy tomorrow. He's gonna we're gonna close the deal on the contract to move chromium from here from the planet we came from to here, and then pay. And this pilot is going to be paid by a sub company to just drive back and forth and make these deliveries for us. And then in selling that, it goes directly into my account, and then the money will get moved and transferred into Pew-Pew to fund our adventure to the center of the universe in order to defeat the whatever
it is at this point, because I don't even know.
Yeah, whatever it is that you've got to do. It's but we need money to do that.
Yes.
So what we will do is, once I finish my meeting, you can come and hang out, but I'm trying to close this deal with the Sear transport, so that way it doesn't track back to Pew-Pew. We want to keep this separate and safe and sane, but the money will funnel in. It'd be an umbrella company or a shell company in order to fund us. So that way we can get the stuff that we need in order to travel without having to do it ourselves, in order to move over to the thing. And I've been pretty good at funding the Pew-Pew balance. After today's mission and everything else, Tavar, you, Brian, and Snake all should be getting issued $5K from Pew-Pew. Make a note of that they add $5K. Pew-Pew distribution will be going into their accounts, Guido.
Okay. I'm not going to keep track of that.
I got track of what gets pushed out from on here. So
Cool.
And on that leaves us with a Pew-Pew balance of $50K in there. And that was from, making the investment and getting this stuff in order to fund the money to carry everything over here, paying that back, getting everything squared away.
5K occurs when?
Right now, I just pushed it to your account. It's not reoccurring. When we do a job, distribution gets sent. So we just did a job. Money went into Pew-Pew. So right now you get 5K.
Did we already acclimate that? Because I have 6115.
We already did that. Yeah, because we already did that. We're retroactive because we've already done that. We've already been on the ship and headed back to the other planet, but we're replaying this. So
understand.
We've already we also briefed the mission that we're doing right after this.
Right, on the way en route.
Yeah, and that's a whole nother plethora of money that we're going to be getting afterwards. So.
Old dude with his fucking little goddamn wrist fucking thing. Okay.
So
I do remember that.
Once we close this deal here, we will, be good with this. We'll lose our pilot, but I can fly now. We no longer need Mr. Cullens.
You've been studying.
Yeah, I learned a little bit here and there. I know what not to do. Never fire spike drive from atmosphere.
I think we all, yeah. Enough.
I mean, that was clue number one. It has to be done from the outside of the gravitational field of the initial solar system in order to go through the. Anyways, great pilot though, right? At least he got us out of there and to the next place. We had a ship for a whole 14 days of travel on a 6-day trip. So. I hate it for him. But we do have an issue.
What is our issue?
Give me just 1 second. Oh my gosh, you're going to have to resend that to me. All right. There is some special detectives from the previous planet where the refinery blew up.
Refinery?
Oh, the reactor at that guy's shop.
Ah, yes.
And
okay.
They know we had a meeting with him, and they know we were around there, and they've tracked some ship signature stuff back to a couple of things, but the ship was actually docked and registered under paperwork that was listed fraudulently, that was created and pushed in by your friend, Mr. Cullen. So I'm gonna since he's not here, I'm just gonna let them know that that was all him. We were trying to warn oh boy. I'm just saying. I mean, he's no longer. I've scratched him off the Pew-Pew membership list, so I don't plan on seeing him again.
I don't think he's even breathing at this point.
If he's not, then we could probably save our tails on this, and past that, I'll figure out what we're going to say to them. But I just want to let you know, because if they do say anything that you were in a meeting with me and the guy, then they'll know because X, Y, Z. All right?
So what?
Go ahead.
I was going to inquire about this meeting you have tomorrow.
Okay, so the meeting tomorrow is to finalize a contract between ASEA Transportation and Cartwright Stellar in order to provide them with.
You might have to say that again.
Sorry.
In order to provide them with an opportunity to have a dedicated supplier of to provide them with bulk chromium at a reduced rate, because normally the standard rate of chromium in the market trend for a load of 20 tons of chromium is 15K. So we'll give it to them at that at a reduced cost of $14K through a Sear transportation, and which means they'll get it from cheaper, and it'll be dedicated, and it can be on the rotation of getting it every 2 weeks, and that would be how much is the total of that?
$14K every 2 weeks.
No, it's not. It's don't worry about the numbers of what's going on with how that. No, it's just $14K for 20 tons. So, but it's just getting it 14K for 20 tons. So, the little thing. But then we got a cost to pay the pilot, the fuel, the jump, and everything else. So I've already got that figured out with this here, and it's already done, and already coordinated through all their pilot. We've already discussed with our current pilot, is he'd be getting generously paid in order to make just this single run, and because the ship he has, he won't have to stop. It'll do jump 2 systems. So it'll basically be leave this planet, land at this planet, leave this planet, land at that planet. And it's already coordinated with the individuals on the planet with the chromium, because I now own 10% stock in that. So that's all direct.
Well, Brian and Snake called me in on that one to close the deal for that. So
what exact? I mean, not to say that I am opposed, but what exactly do you need me for tomorrow?
I don't need you for anything except for to look pretty. You want to wear our Zog suits?
Yes.
All right, we will wear the Zog suits.
And I will do my best to determine if he's lying.
Well, we'll see how good you are at that. All right.
Oh, I know you've been lying to me about some things. Like,
I haven't lied about anything.
I'm sorry. Let me rephrase. You haven't been lying to me, but you have not been telling me the whole truth. I know you.
I never tell anybody the whole truth. I just tell you what you need to hear in order to get there. Because sometimes the truth is scary and people will lose motivation.
But you'd never steered me wrong. I'll give you that.
I never steered you right either, but I did tell you we'd get a ship.
We have a ship. Do we have a drink?
I don't see why you couldn't.
Cool. Fucking. I clanked his motherfucking glass. That's sick.
Skull. Right. So it's just to let you know, okay? So currently everyone got issued distribution 5K. There's 50K in the bank account in order to make this previous trip and stuff that we are looking at doing. And then for the mission for the A1 recovery, I've already discussed and distributed the plan to you guys in Discord beforehand. At the end of that right there, ROE is collateral damage is frowned upon, but if unavailable, it is sanctioned. Estimated travel time of this mission is 30 days, which means that would be one payout from a seer, 1 week on mission plus 12 days. So a total of 49 days. That's 50 days. That's almost 2 payouts from a seer. Estimated cost of travel is $3,500 with $1,000 on planet, and then $500 for miscellaneous. So $5,000 for travel costs and miscellaneous things that we need from Pew-Pew, which will reduce our costs in that once we assume the mission status. And then minus the cost of the mission, upkeep for business, you're looking at 5K on for each individual from this once we get paid out for our initial bonus, and then payment of 15K afterwards. So PPA will bank 30,000 in there on the start and 90,000 in the PPA funds afterwards, and then the staff will get 5K on the mission and then 15K afterwards each. See, I coordinate, I organize, I get it together, I line it up for that way it's straight. You know, I make it easy, and I bring it.
And you make some money along the way. Yes.
The same as you, 5K, and then 15 on completion, and PPA gets the rest. Got to fund the ship, got to fund the repairs, got to fund the fuel, got to fund the upkeep. It's hard.
And
It's money to run a business.
And as our soon-to-be new pilot, you understand the maintenance required for the ship, yes? Because I don't know.
Oh my gosh, would you like to know?
Only I just would like to know if you know.
Oh, I know it all.
I'm sent. I'm settled.
All right, I'll tell you right now. I got you. 6-month maintenance cost for a ship currently that we use is $94,200. Fuel load every time we fuel one jump, which is a 3 hex system, is $500. All right. Easy money. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So we can make this happen. This is easy.
So meanwhile, while you guys have been having this conversation, Snake has been working on his history lessons with Sue, and she's catching on very quickly. And Brian has been trying to teach her the first aid, and she's at a complete loss because apparently understanding veins and other
basic human anatomy is a problem.
Considering she doesn't have anatomy, she has wires and hydraulics and whatnot. She's just not getting it.
Damn, the internet didn't teach her that shit.
She doesn't have
the concept, but the motor skills. She's just new into her. What is it called?
Not carapace.
It starts with an A, right?
Armature.
Armature, yes. She's new into the armature.
Yeah.
So.
All right.
So. And so the ship's already been out of character. So the ship's already got the deposit paid to the people. It should be ready on Monday because all they're doing is piecemealing the small things together because it wasn't a whole lot of changes. And plus, it's right there. They have it on fucking like a used car lot, which is so kind of new car lot. This is what I want. This is what closed. So. Only thing is, that ship is on. Just so you know, Justin.
Yes.
And Tavar can figure it out later, or I can explain it. That ship is on. Is like it has a down payment, and like a Sear Transportation has got to make that payment every month. So just like buying,
we are a Sear Transportation. Just to understand. Yes, that's our.
We are Pew-Pew Anonymous. Valley is a Sear
the show company. Yeah.
Valley is a Sear Transportation.
There it is.
There's no other, like, everybody owns a portion of Pew-Pew. A Sear Transportation is owned by Valley.
Is a sole independent company underneath Pew-Pew.
Yes, but Valley is funneling distribution out of it and into Pew-Pew in order to fund this so he can make more money for everything because this has got to make money to make even more money. So I had to come up with a way to develop reoccurring revenue.
Hang on, bad trip. What?
Game. Huh?
No, he's waiting for someone to spike your consumables.
Yeah, with psychedelics. Yeah.
Tabor on a bad trip.
Yeah, so I have ledgers for all this crap too, and it's retarded. So I have a ledger for it. I have a ledger for. Hold on. So the PPA ledger, the Valley ledger, the Sear Transportation ledger, the fucking mining company, Severus Mining Company ledger, as well. I own part of it now, so I have to have a ledger of how much income and stuff comes in and out of it.
Yeah. Valley went to the next level on the
Yeah.
Oh, of
on the
course.
paperwork.
Of course.
Yeah.
He's my business partner. Of course he did.
So
All right.
each one.
So anything else you guys want to do today, or
I want to ask Sue how she likes her classes. Sue! X357 in the words of Snake. How are you enjoying your training? No. Snake, won't you give her a break for a minute, man? Because I think she can figure out like most of the stuff you want to teach her online.
okay, take a break. So Sue will walk over, and the information provided for the history of the species known as human is convoluted.
Well, Sue, that's the thing about history. History is written by the victor, so whoever wins writes the story in their words, regardless if they were right or wrong on that aspect. What Snake is trying to teach you is not necessarily factual known items of history, but the morality of it and ethics in order to do what's right between what's wrong and what's right. But then you have a gray area. I float in that a whole bunch of what's right legally and what's right morally and certain things. So depends on where your moral compass points. Mine is like, and some people's are like, eh. But this is also from the guy that said, hey, send it, and he shot the dude in the face outside the ship, which ended up with all them getting arrested. Isn't that right, Tavar? So I don't know what to tell you about that aspect, but take what he teaches you, learn how humans think. Watch their face, the crow's feet, the eyes, the mouth, the facial structure, the inflections of their voice. So you can learn to tell when they're lying to you, when they're not, or when they're hiding something, or when they're trying not to reveal information. That way, you will learn more about somebody by reading their body language than you would from actually hearing their words. Swedish fish?
Those are good.
I was offering it to Sue, not you.
I don't remember. Does she actually consume anything?
No.
Okay. I couldn't remember if you got that upgrade or if that was standard or
No.
so. Okay.
But I was just being.
Right.
So she obviously, I know you can't eat it, but see, it's a gesture of kindness.
So history is written by the victor, but the victor is morally ambiguous.
Sometimes, sometimes not.
And ethically questionable.
Everybody's ethically questionable. That's why there's a gray area. When light meets the darkness, is it a solid line?
So
Or is that finite gray area where they just start to blend together and then the other one starts?
So history is written by man, and man himself is a opinionated individual.
You're fucking Sue up right now.
a fallible creature. I need to learn more about these ethics and moralities. If history,
you're talking to the wrong people.
I know. if history is written by the victor, and that history is a gray area.
Yes. Because the loser of history and the victor, right? So take war, war. Both sides always think they're right. And in their own eye, they're right in their aspect. But to the other side, they're wrong. So whoever wins dominates with their ruling opinion or stature quo, quid pro, what is it, quid pro, whatever?
Quid pro quo.
So you can take the facts, known facts. A bullet travels this fast. This weighs this much. Those are known facts. Those facts don't really change. But history, depending on who tells the story, is dictated by the perception of the individual that wrote it. And most of it is written by the victor.
Most people don't like talking about their losses.
I think it's time that I focus on Brian's lessons. This history is much too ambiguous.
Brian's lessons in the medical field will definitely help out and assist in the event that there are injuries and things that happen. And knowing how to, what was that thing you did that one time, Tavar? Use a Lazarus patch? I'm sorry, I just remember that. It was so fun. I don't even know how to use a Lazarus patch, but I know Brian was a little mad. You always did a Lazarus patch. So, but then again, we're not medics, so it's not one of our expertise in the field. But having someone know that stuff, in addition to, in case extenuating circumstances happen to Brian, he gets drunk and disorderly and arrested, or stink bombs another bar, then we'll be good. But I've got to get some rest because I got some shit I got to do tomorrow. So I would look into all the medical stuff that starts with first aid through combat lifesaver through EMT into paramedic and stuff.
Oh God!
All the way into nursing and care for stuff, or whatever. But when we put the ship on lockdown, make sure everybody's in. Call it a night. Good.
Anything else for you, Tavor?
Nope. Tavor will stand up and retire to his quarters.
Okay.
And go get food.
The galley is still stocked, so
perfect. I'm gonna go pee and I'll be right back.
All right. But I never rebuilt my intermission screen. Oh well.
That's cool. I'm going to the captain's quarters. That went pretty well. I've already sent the email for We Are Mini as well and waiting on the deposit, which I had down for 310 because we discussed it, and then was the time we sent the stuff and then they responded and
okay.
They would send it. So we were just waiting on that to get deposited. So once that is deposited, then we can distribute the extra 5K to each the guys to start. Be green up. Sound good?
Cool. All right.
Are we on the intermission screen?
I don't have one built for since
we know.
I know. I knew I was forgetting something, but
2 weeks on Tuesday, we're gonna need you. Oh wait, I don't know if Justin will be back in 2 weeks. Well, if he's not fucking, I can, hopefully we're on the way back. And that's on the 29th. Justin might be gone. For Pew-Pew, buddy, for Pew-Pew, you get to bring Darius in. You can't pop out chat anymore?
If you're in your own channel, no.
I'm in your channel.
You should be able to then.
Settings. Pause chat, delete messages, emotes only, sub only, followers, slow mode, task, review recent raids, manage moderation, clear chat. Switch to non-mod. Non-mod pop out chat. There we go. You have to switch it to non-mod,
Interesting.
and then you can pop out chat. That way I can observe the Pew-Pew Roll20 and the chat and carry on the conversation with I. So, Valley is preparing for his mission. For his discussion in order to have this conversation with the CEO of Cartwright Industries. I don't remember his name. Okay. I don't know if you remember his name. I don't remember his name.
The head of Cartwright?
Uh-huh.
I know I have it written down. I can find it in a minute.
Valley's response, you sent it to me in fucking Discord.
Why the hell did I send it there?
You typed it in Word and then you attached it in there.
Son of a bitch.
So, yeah, and it was a Word document, and it didn't even say, it's a Melina Dahak, Office of the CEO. Thank you for your later dated 29 February 3200. I have passed on your request and confirmed that Mr. Ortov will be happy to meet with you in office to secure data supply of Chromium and pique the interest of CEO and associated directors. Speaking with you and your staff will be a tremendous opportunity, and Cartwright Multistellar, and they will be happy to meet with the Asir to discuss your most intriguing offer. We're going to meet with the Asir to discuss their most intriguing offer. Deliver our stuff across the Bifrost. We can accommodate your 20, up to 20 members of your boardroom, here, and if date and time is satisfactory, which is Monday, March 13th at 11 a.m., please let me know and our administrative staff. So I'm just going to let them know to bring 2 of us. Well, I'll bring the pilot. That's 3. No, I'm not going to bring the pilot. I'll bring Sue. Sue, okay. Navar, and myself. So I'll let them know it'll be 3. Please enter the building through the side door from the parking lot and go through the 3rd floor where the secretary will direct you to my office. Cartwright Multicellular is looking forward to meeting with you and anticipate a long, rewarding association to follow. GM note, because I'm lazy, Russian middle-aged woman, Ms. Melina, Office of the CEO. Mr. Ortov is the guy, I guess the CEO. I guess this came from his secretary.
Yeah.
Russian lady.
Yep.
There you go. Look at that. I knew I could find it. I keep everything. It's in Discord.
All right.
All right.
I'm still going to call him Simon, though.
Okay, that's fine. I didn't get a first name anyway, so. All right. Okay, man. I know it's early as fuck, but we gotta go to the parking lot, enter in through the side door, and go up to the third floor and go meet with Melina to go meet Mr. Ortiz. Me, you, and Sue. Are you ready? Wake up, wash your nuts, motherfucker. Put on the sock suit.
Mr. Valley, what can I?
Time to go. Chop, chop. Bale, bale. MC. Sorrow.
I will be with
muchachos.
I'll be with you in a minute. Or gets up and gets this fucking Zed suit on.
Zorg suit. Yep, we're gonna Zorg suit it up.
All right.
We don't have any other good clothes. Otherwise, we look like mercenaries.
Give me just a percentage roll, or no, give me a luck save. That'll be easier.
I'm scared. Uller, it's been a while. You got to be with me.
Oh! All right.
I told you the first roll was going to be a 1, 2. All right. Can I extra? Nope, that only works on skills.
All right. So you guys are making your way to the meeting. Are you doing anything beforehand or en route?
Brushing my teeth, combing my hair, making sure I look good, making sure I have my paperwork in order that I need to walk in there with.
Yep.
To facilitate the ship that I just purchased from them, and also the pilot and his license and stuff. Also with my membership license for 10% of Severus Mining Company,
Okay.
and Pew-Pew Anonymous fucking documentation as well.
It's professional as fuck.
So.
And then I follow his lead.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's strong dicking this thing. I'm just here for fucking moral support and to make sure that shit runs smoothly.
Yeah, power perceived is power achieved, right?
Yep.
You always go in the fucking meeting with one dude. You always take a guy with you. It doesn't matter if he doesn't know anything.
Yep.
All right, but we don't know. We're meeting with a board of directors, so fucking there's 3 of us. Sue, now check this out. As we're walking over there to get to this thing to go, we're gonna show up, 30 minutes early. Fucking outside, go in, go to the 3rd floor, understanding that we're early, but it shows that we got time, dedication, everything else. I'm gonna explain to Sue. Sue, your job here is just to take mental notes, document the stuff or anything else. If you need to, if you can, record the conversation and everything else. So that way, if I have any questions, I can come back and ask you over the meeting or anything else. Okay?
Understood, Valley.
All right. And you're an assistant, an associate and stuff, and you help us out with paperwork. Okay?
Understood, Valley.
All right. Awesome.
It's nice to
Have a job?
not be confused with morality.
Yeah. So basically, morality is a big issue. So that's something like please don't question my morality because it's all over the place.
You are a gray area?
A whole lot of gray area. I'm known as Valley the Gray. I'm a wizard in the gray area.
We're not going to bring hobbits into this. One thing I am going to say and I'm not going to require an observation check or anything. On your way to the meeting, you notice that no one is dressed in the height of fashion as you are.
We're at a factory place that builds starships. Most of them are going to be workers.
Yes, but those that are dressed up in business suits and whatnot have a completely different fashion.
Yeah, they're a little bit lower. That's what we get for shopping on that one planet. Anyways.
Cool. We're out of towners on a business trip because we're off planet. Sold.
Yeah, don't worry. I got this covered.
That's what that luck save was, to see if you were in fashion or not.
No.
Yeah, totally not in fashion.
Totally not.
They're like, who the fuck? It looks like, who the fuck are these motherfuckers? Or does it look like those motherfuckers got money?
I just walk like I'm a hard dick motherfucker who fucking know, like, I don't give a fuck. Like, hey.
Oh, no, you have to. Yeah.
I know I motherfucking look good. I'm good.
Yeah, no, I assumed you were having that attitude towards it. But you are completely outside of the realm of normalcy as far as yeah, it's the wow, these guys are special.
Oh shit! I forgot how we dressed up Sue with whatever best dressed thing that we can get.
If I remember correctly,
not a bikini top and bottom.
No.
Meg took her shopping for clothes.
Exactly. Yes, and so she did get a dress of some kind. It looks nice. So,
right.
but yeah, you guys definitely look out of place.
When we get there to get to the third floor, is there an elevator?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna be hesitant to get in the elevator.
How strange. Is
last time I was in an elevator with you, Tavar, what happened?
We did what we had to do.
The entire psychic school tried to kill us. Okay. All right. I'm ready.
I have things under control. Do not worry.
Yeah. Don't forget this time. Then I step in. I'm sorry, I gotta clown you a little bit. Just I gotta be apprehensive, man, because that was, being around one precog or a psychic.
Not my motherfucking fault.
I'm like, I can handle one, but we went into an environment where they were all. So my dude was like,
who pulled us into that environment? It wasn't me.
We had to get Sue a body, and it was the thing, and I had to take someone that knew whatever. So, okay, all right. I also used you as bait in case shit went bad. I was going to hand you over.
Yeah, I figured.
But I didn't. We escaped. Thanks to the Space Super app. Slip. All right, get the elevator, push 3.
I ate a whole quart of crab meat fried rice. What the fuck? All right, whatever. I was hungry.
All right, go
I walk in with him.
So the ascent in the elevator is uneventful.
Good.
You ready?
Doors open. You guys walk into what appears to be a fairly large lobby. Reception desk in the middle. There's chairs on the side with the elevator that you are walking out of. Reminds you of a dentist's office more than anything. Just for lack of a description.
Some dentist's office got really nice lobbies.
Well, sure.
And then I've seen some that are just like my bathroom.
Or like a meeting reception area to die. A morgue.
It's on the nicer side,
I'm going to approach the reception office desk.
Heavyset woman is sitting behind the desk. I really want to try a Russian accent, but I'm going to fail miserably. How can I help you?
Do a female Russian accent. Come on.
Oh God, it's I'm struggling because I'm trying to use my brain is what?
Drink more.
Yeah, I need to drink a lot more. I'm trying to roll my R's and everything like an Irish accent, and I know that's not right.
We already seen her.
No, it's not going to happen.
Okay. All right. So she looks up. I'm going to look at my non-existent watch. So I'm about 30 minutes early. But my name is Valley with Asia Transportation. I'm here to meet with your CEO.
Ah, yes. Welcome. We're just finishing setting up the meeting room. If you'll follow me.
God. Okay.
She'll lead you back down a hallway into a fairly large conference room. Extended table in the middle with chairs around it and chairs around the outside of the room. On the table are there are some people that have just set out carafes of coffee and donuts.
It's 11 o'clock. Well, it's 10:30. It's 10:30, so yeah, still. Yeah, that's what I did. I looked at my imaginary watch and said I was 30 minutes early. Didn't even phase her. She's like, yeah, whatever. All right. Tavar pours himself some coffee with his mind. No, don't do that. You give too much stuff away. All right. Okay.
And before I says anything, no, they're not Oreos.
Never mind. Our Oreos, I won't even. I go in the fucking store IRL and look at Oreos. I'm like, damn, those look good, but no.
Dude, that was a crafty fucking decision I made there. Unisom will fuck you.
Like Chips Ahoy, I'm all about it. I look at Oreos, I'm like,
All right.
I do pour myself some coffee though.
Okay. And Valley, you're do you partake of anything?
No. I'm gonna sit at the head of the table.
Okay.
Fucking motherfucker making power plays. I love it.
So when you walk in the door, you've got the one head of the table that is basically right in front of the door and the head of the table at the far end. Which one?
I'm going to sit at the head of the table at the far end because the CEO is always going to look at the door.
Okay.
I will sit to the right hand to signify that I am the right-hand man that he references.
Nice, nice.
I'll gesture for Sue to sit on the left. She could be my shield maiden.
She'll be confused for a moment in the understanding that you want her to sit instead of stand, but it's just a momentary lapse.
Sit the fuck down.
Take a seat, Sue. Relax. Relax. We're waiting for
She's nodding.
So Tavor, you're having some coffee. Valley, you're not having anything. Sue isn't going to have anything. It's going to be about 20 minutes of you guys sitting there.
I stacked my 3 little folders, my little paperwork stuff. I got fucking Pew-Pew, Asir, and fucking Severus mining company documents. I got them all organized right there. My fucking pen, fucking.
And you're just waiting calmly?
Mm-hmm.
All right. And just to double check, Devor, you're not doing anything else? Just enjoying your coffee?
20 minutes, I might need to get a refill, so...
There's plenty.
Oh. Let me see.
I might reload that, and then, like, is there tissue paper around?
Like paper towel type
No,
tissue?
like
or
nose tissue paper.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I bring that over.
Okay.
Just set it right there.
Okay. All right. So, like I said, about 20 minutes pass, and the door opens, and the assistant walks in and brings another carafe of coffee. And behind her is a young gentleman in a fairly nice business suit.
Is it nicer than mine?
It is a completely different style. I don't think you could actually compare them.
Price-wise.
Give me a... what would be an appraise roll? Give me a no check.
Ola, are you going to help me this time or what, bro?
Wow. Okay.
Now, yeah, critical success.
Yep.
What do I know about this motherfucker from his attire?
This suit looks like it was probably an Armani suit from 10 years ago.
Okay.
It is still in very good condition, but it is not new by any means.
Okay.
He's going to come in and see you sitting at the far end of the table and take a seat on the far side, facing the door, but not at the head of the table.
Okay, next to Sue or next to...
No. So you guys are on this side.
Uh-huh.
He's coming in and sitting at this end.
Okay.
The other end of the table.
Okay.
But not at the head.
Not at the head, but off to the side of the opposite end. Okay.
Yeah. So basically, if Tavor is sitting to your right, he would be sitting to the right of the other head.
Yeah, and so I estimate there's 8 chairs on each side.
Sure.
9 chairs on each side, and then 1 at each end because it can facilitate 20 people, is what his email said. So, okay, all right. So in my mind, I'm picturing how big the room is, how far apart. So basically, it goes to VAR, 8 chairs, and then this motherfucker.
Sure, that sounds about right. Yep.
All right.
He's going to look over at you guys, nod politely, and grab a carafe of coffee and pour himself some, and grab a donut. A few moments later, the door opens again, and 3 other people walk in. An older gentleman, a younger woman, and another younger gentleman about the same age as the first gentleman.
Okay. Do I got to roll a notice or a nose to do the same thing for these?
No, I'm gonna just stick with that same roll. They all appear to have the same
style clothes,
style and quality, and age of clothes.
Okay. So price-wise, would I know that with the style and stuff that I spent our clothes are more expensive than what those are, would I notice?
So, I mean, again, you're talking about completely different styles. You're talking... Yeah,
I know, but I understand the style. The value. Are they out?
I mean, the value of yours being brand new, the value of theirs being 10 years old. At the time that they bought theirs, they would have spent probably $1,500 each.
Okay, we spent 10,000 on 2 suits.
Oh, well, sorry. If it was 10,000, well, but you didn't have. You spent 10,000 because you didn't have face.
And I gave him 1,000 to cover the face.
So the equivalent would have been about $2,000, I want to say.
Okay. All right. So we're roughly around the close same thing.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Who sits at the head?
The older gentleman of the group is going to sit at the head. The young woman is going to sit to his left. The young gentleman that walked in with that second group is going to pour each of them some coffee and stand back behind them.
Okay. I'm going to get up and walk around the table over to there.
Okay.
Gentlemen, my name is Valley.
Are you?
I got up, walked around the table, and approached them as a courtesy to offer my hand and shake their hand.
Yeah, I got that. I'm just wondering if you are intending to be observant at all in doing so, or are you just?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm obviously, like I told Sue earlier, I want to watch their body language and everything.
Okay.
If I have to roll notice, I'm prepared to do that.
I will follow in trace as well.
You're going to shake their hand as well?
Yes.
Okay. Same question for you. Are you intending to be observant, or are you just following?
I'll kind of see like body language, what they're doing, what they're wearing, if they're doing anything shady or whatever. I'm sure like if it was really particularly dangerous, I'd have warning flags up the ass right now, but
that's true. So as you guys are approaching, you can, and I'm not going to make you roll on this. You can see them stiffen up, and the guy that is standing behind them is reaching into his coat, but he stops.
Priority number 1 if this goes bad. Got it.
As you approach, hand out, the older gentleman will stand up. The other 2 also stand at the same time, and he will take a step back so he's not up against the table, and step around and greet accept your greeting.
Okay. So our question right off the rip, are they all Russian?
No.
No? Okay. All right. So I shake his hand. I introduce myself. I shake their hands. I say, and this is my business partner. This is my business partner, Tavar.
Hello.
Greetings.
And this is my assistant, Sue.
Hello.
And I go back and sit down.
Okay.
I go back and sit down.
One thing that you didn't mention is, did you have Sue do anything that whole time?
No. I told her to sit, and I never told her anything else.
Yes, exactly. Hence the question.
Yeah.
Okay. So the 3 of them will sit back down, and what was that assistant's name again? Melina, thank you.
Yep. I know that from Mortal Kombat.
Dun, 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 dun. This could be more finish him. Brutality.
It would be typical of a usual session.
Melina tells me that you have a business proposal for us. Please, go ahead.
As a matter of fact, I do. So I have just recently acquired a small portion of a mining company located on a planet not too far from here, from where you guys get your, what is the name of that stuff? Corium. And with that being said, I have a dedicated ship new from you guys that we just purchased with a pilot. And we are offering you a dedicated supply every month of 280 tons of corium. Now, the standard rate of corium that you get right now, that looks on the market and the cost and stuff after transportation, and you guys get it, runs about $15K. Is that correct?
So as you are starting out, you mentioned that you were getting the ship from Cartwright.
I got the ship from
Right. Yes. So, Mr. Ortaz is going to look over at the gentleman that had come in first when you mentioned that you are buying the ship, and he looks back and nods. You mentioned the price of corium. He turns to the young lady who nods back at the price of the corium. Yes, that 15,000. That is correct.
So, with that being stated, at 15,000 for 20 tons of corium, and then any other costs that incur in travel, I'm willing to offer you today $14K for each of the 20 tons. Because I have a dedicated ship, a dedicated pilot, and only person that we will supply to is you.
Well, that certainly sounds like an interesting deal. Why?
Well, first off, Stellar Cartwright builds an immaculate base of ships and stuff that needs to be done here. Also, the amount of travel time and the fluctuation of cost for high and low, depending on what happens with the merchant services out of, what's the name of the planet?
That's supplying the corium?
Yes. Okay.
Kafka.
Kafka. Those people are just mere scavengers and bandits trying to police up the stuff and buy it at whatever rate they can get right there in order to deliver it. Plus, I just delivered you guys corium as well and sold it to you, just as a taste, at the 14K.
Again, he's going to turn to the associate who confirms.
I am willing to set up this dedicated route, this dedicated system to give you guys this stuff because, oh, fuck, what's his name of the other company? Not Stryker. What's the name of the other company right off the top of your head? So I don't have to pull out one note.
The one that they're competing with?
Yeah. Stellar Corporation.
Yeah, it's Stella. The Stella not Institute. Stella something.
Stella Industries.
Something like that. Yeah, we'll go with that.
So, and with that being stated, this will offset the economic balance and bring Stella Industries down on their production of ships because they won't have the required dedicated material coming to you guys. And as we increase this, and then your sales, because if I'm giving you 280 tons, that's, your turnaround after every 20 ton, that's 14 tons right there. You're going to save $14,000 right off the rip, cheaper than any other place you're going to buy it at. That's $14,000 you can reinvest every month into your company. And in doing that, you can increase the production of ships, the production of sales, your marketing plan, and get everything else out. That will give you the capital per month, 12 months, 14. I mean, we can do the math. 10 is 140,000 right there, plus 20, plus another 14, which is 28. So you're looking at $168,000 a year that I'm going to save you. That $168,000 that I'm going to save you just in delivering that initial 280 tons, when you are ready, we will acquire a second ship and start producing and sending you more chromium at the same rate that I'm selling it to you now. And you won't have to worry about the fluctuating costs. Receipt will be due upon delivery. And we can just handle business smoothly and everything else. Dedicated every month, one shipment.
So that's definitely a lucrative deal, but still not understanding why. Why would you offer to help my company?
Helping your company helps my company. So I can either offer you this deal or I can offer it to Stella Industries. Now, several people would like for me to help Cartwright because you guys have business practices that tie into other business practices and individuals that want to see your production of ships and product increase. Now, for me to help you with that, I can help you with that by reducing your cost of goods for your purchase and providing that dedicated route to you. Now, if you don't want that, then we can move it off to Stellar Industries, and then their production is going to go up. They're going to receive, and all the benefits that you would receive, they would receive, and then which means what? Now they're getting a dedicated flow of chromium, and as I acquire more chromium mines on Hartheth, then the chromium is going to go from the free market where all these individuals are bringing it to you, selling it to you for between $15,000 and $17,000 for 20 tons, to smaller and smaller amounts of chromium that you get in order to build ships.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying we're not interested. I'm
trying to shift the economic balance into your guys' favor.
And you can understand my suspicions. It's,
well, I mean, if chromium's not delivered, you're not paying anything.
true. It's just unusual for...
Because most of the people that you guys deal with are free merchants that are out there that scavenge, scourge, or pirate the other freighters in order to get you the equipment. The ship that we just purchased from you guys will leave with one jump from there and arrive here. With no stops in between, no ability to get pirated and spike drive.
There's a term that I'm trying to think of.
Ludicrous speed?
The single point of purchase and sale.
Point of sale
Monopoly?
system?
Not a monopoly, but that's closer to what I was trying to think of. The singular client, singular...
It's a sole proprietor, but I mean, okay. We're already going to shoot that down anyway, but go ahead.
So your offer is to only sell to us.
Correct.
Okay.
Or the choice is you build ships, you get your own ship, you pay your own pilots, you go over there, you have those pilots coordinate and battle with the market trend prices, and then send it, police it up there, whatever cost you can get, and then come all the way back here and deliver it, which is a hassle because then you're dealing with the free market trade. The chromium you'll be getting from us goes directly from the mine onto our ship. It doesn't go to the market, and it comes straight here. We are trying to unify and create a singular point of distribution. There's no middleman. There's no markup on prices. There's no ifs, ands, or buts if something happens. You want to ship something from point A to point B. you have to order it from this person right here. Then they got to package it over here. And then from when they package it over here, they got to turn around and put it on the thing. Then the shipping company's got to pick it up. They got to deliver it to where it needs to go. And then this person got to turn around and go and deliver it individually to you and everything else. I'm cutting all that out and saying, I will get it mined. I will get it put on the ship. I will get it delivered straight to your dock. And your guys unload it and put it in your Chromium stores. Time, money, energy, effort, cost saving, effectiveness, all within the realm space of saving $1,000 per 20 tons.
So you say that you are part owner of this mine?
Severus mine, yep. I'm going to turn around and pull out the Severus mining document. 10% stock that I own in there.
Are you passing it over?
Nope. I just pull it out and get ready and stay on top.
Okay. He's going to point to the young lady who will stand up and walk over. She has her hands behind her back, but she's leaning over the table looking at it.
I have my hand over it.
And the gentleman will ask, would you mind if we authenticated this?
You also want to authenticate a seer transportation?
Well, I assumed we would get to that next.
I mean, we can also
yes.
authenticate that. And we can also authenticate our security services that we provide as well with Pew-Pew Anonymous.
Anything you would like to provide for our office to be able to verify? Since you have your hand over the document, he's,
Yep.
you know.
I am going to read them the EIN number. Let me see, what was it? That's Pew-Pew. I will read them the EIN number for a seer transportation and for Severus mining facility.
Okay. So you're not actually giving them any documentation, you're just reciting the number?
No, I'm just going to, I'm going to recite the number to them.
Okay.
They're authenticating, so regardless if I have a piece of paper or not, they're still going to have to look it up.
Well, yes. As you start to recite the number, the woman that is leaning over the table will hold up her hand, pull out a data slab and ask you to then repeat it so that she can type it in.
Okay.
And Mrs. G just mentioned the word that I was looking for earlier was exclusive. The exclusive trade deal.
Yeah.
So
that's what I said in the beginning. I didn't know.
Oh, you did? Oh, no, I didn't hear it.
I was offering them exclusive rights to the trade deal.
Okay. All right. So you're giving the EIN numbers.
Yep.
She will write them down and then make sure you don't have anything else to share and then leave the room.
They didn't ask for membership documents. They asked for validation, so I gave them the EIN number. Most people don't carry their membership documents into a meeting.
So while my assistant is verifying the authenticity of your organizations.
The dude sitting on the left-hand side, I said, the authentication for the organization of Asir Transportation was validated when to purchase the ship. When I had put it in the business name, I had to show them documentation and everything else. That's how I got credit for that, along with the thing. Is that not true?
Yes, that is true. Though
we can save you 50% of the effort right there.
okay.
So I'm talking to the guy. That's what Valley says to him. I can save you 50% of the effort. Was it or was it not validated when we went ahead and confirmed and purchased the ship under the name of Asir Transportation LLC?
So the older gentleman will look over to the guy that's sitting next to him, who will pull out a data slab and type some stuff in.
I just look at Valley and I'm kind of like whispering, but kind of loudly. I'm like, hey, we should just go to Cartwright.
This is Cartwright. You meant Stella.
Maybe we should just go to Stella.
If they don't want it, then we can always option to go there.
Yeah.
I mean, I wish I'd have known that before I bought the ship, though.
We'll make do.
So the older gentleman, taking a sip of his coffee, while we wait, why don't you tell me more about this organization that you work for?
Which one? I actually don't work for any of them. I own part of all of them, and he owns part of as well.
So you have Asir Shipping and Pew-Pew Anonymous.
Yep. And Severus Mining Facility. So
well, you mentioned Severus is where you're getting the corium.
Mm-hmm.
Asir is shipping the corium.
Yep.
And
Pew-Pew Anonymous is a private security firm in which I own 20% of, and he owns 20% of as well. Actually, it's 25%. I'm sorry.
So Pew-Pew Anonymous is providing security for the shipments.
Pew-Pew Anonymous can provide security for their shipments. The pilot that drives the shipment for there will be and has been a pilot for Pew-Pew Anonymous and is trained in security measures.
Interesting.
He's also a good friend of mine. We go back a little ways.
Not way back, just a little ways.
I mean, sometimes when somebody says, "Oh, we go back a little ways," that's like calling the big guy tiny. You know what I'm saying? So it can lead into both ways. Technically, I didn't lie because it was a little ways ago, all the way back, fucking like 8 jumps. So, we spent a little bit of time together. Talked to him, his cares, his concerns, offered him employment, be his sole thing right here, more than what he'd be paid as a pilot just driving jumps.
Yep. He taught you how to fly?
Yep. He taught me how to fly. I'm totally dedicated 100% to mission accomplishment and the job.
Rare to have that kind of loyalty.
It is very difficult to find loyalty in people that will be straightforward and honest with you right off the rip. Difficult.
So while you're having this conversation, the young lady is going to come back in and hand her data slab over to the older gentleman, who's going to read it over. You hear him make a couple of sounds of interest and confusion. He'll then hand the data slab back to the young lady. So we'll need to have this written up in a contract. Would you prefer what? How would that work? Actually, as he's saying that, Melina.
I'm going to reach into my SEER folder and I'm going to pull out my document. Slide it across the table, just like.
Oh, okay.
Already created.
So if you are providing a contract, we will have to have my my team look over the contract before we sign anything. As he says that, Melina walks in with a ream of paper of her own and sets it on the table next to him. Or we can modify this contract to reflect the terms that we have just discussed.
How many pages are the ream of paper that she just brought to discuss?
20.
20. So she went and typed up a 20-page contract.
Well, okay.
That's right. Now this is Valley thinking. Valley's thinking they now have a contract that's already pre-organized that's 20 pages long in here over a purchase. Now, I never said they could purchase Chromium. They only had to purchase Chromium from me. So this just states, mine is quite simple. It basically states I will sell dedicated Chromium, fucking 280 tons of Chromium, them exclusively, delivering every 4 weeks, 28 days, year round.
So I know what you are talking about, but in character, they would still have to review it with their lawyers. Or they can take a contract that, you know, a standard form, you know, and modify that, which would still need to be looked over by lawyers anyway.
So, out of game, when your company signed their phone contract to take over, did they take that to a lawyer? Same principle. When I have someone sign an MSP contract, there's no lawyers. Lawyer already looked over the contract or everything else. But if I bring a company an MSP contract and I sit down with them and we discuss it and we go over it, you're agreeing to the terms set right there. The lawyer is there to not to look at the contract and say, hey, yes or no. What's the lawyer looking at the contract for?
To make sure that there's no loopholes that they're getting screwed into. That's what he's wanting a lawyer there for. Now, I realize that's not a concern for most contracts like you're talking about.
Like, even when you sign a 3-year contract with my company, I have yet to see, and we have a client in the UK, sit down with a client, with a lawyer, and have them go over it with that. And I've had people sign it on the spot, and I've had people sign it and be like, email it to me, and then fucking you send them a PDF, and they send you the signed page back. So that's why I'm asking, because I mean, this shit's also fucking. So it depends on the thing. Signing a contract to provide goods. I'm not
usually,
saying. Yeah, okay.
Usually a lawyer's there for legal litigation issues, which I don't see
Yeah, and so that's why I'm like, this is a little much, because it's basically, if you're saying, hey, I'm going to buy goods from you and you're providing it, it's not, I'm not providing if a service that requires XYZ. This is a contract stating that you're providing, you're buying something from me.
So what I was using as reference. So what I, as a out of game, was using as reference is when you go to buy or sell a house, you have lawyers that prepare the paperwork and you have agents that are there when you sign the paperwork.
Okay.
So
you're not buying a house is ownership of property that you're taxed upon yearly and you have a deed to.
Right.
This is like going and buying fucking 20 tons of gravel and being like, hey, bring me 20 tons of gravel every month. Deliver me 280 tons of gravel every month.
Okay.
So the contract difference is, I am legally putting in the property. I'm not putting, there's no name of no ship. There's no name of no anything else.
Okay.
Only thing
so
is,
let's
like,
back up just a little bit here.
Yeah, because even when I sign a contract with a wholesaler or a distribution company, the only thing they want from me, and because I am buying from them, is my credit references. Right?
Okay. So
I should be asking them for their credit references, and they're signing a contract that I am providing to them, not me signing a contract with them.
So backing up just a little bit here, let's take that conversation and scrap it. You are pulling out a contract and sliding it across the table.
Yeah. That contract is equivalent to a quote.
Okay.
Because I am quoting you reoccurring product.
Right. Okay. So the gentleman to his right is going to reach across the table and pull it over and review it. It will take him a couple of minutes to read it over. I'm guessing it's at least several pages. Right? Or is it? No?
It's
just one page?
It's literally one page, a quote that's reoccurring monthly. It says, we will deliver on the 28-day, every 28 days, XYZ, this much chromium for this price.
Okay.
And I can literally, like the same way when I send stuff through our quote valet, customer can literally look at it, click OK, and pay with their Amex right there online.
Okay. I was thinking it was going to be more extensive than that. So
yeah. So I think you took into it like it's a little bit more like
yeah.
Like when you orders, I'm providing you with a product, right? So it's not a service as a product. It's not a hardware as a product. This is your cost of goods product. So a house is different. I understand where you're going with property, and same thing with a car, but basically it's a printed document. This is a reoccurring monthly invoice that you're going to get. And then saying, hey, this will be right here. This is what the quote is. The invoice will come in when he delivers, and you pay upon receipt.
Okay. Yeah. Completely more, entirely more simplified than I was.
Very streamlined.
Okay. Yeah.
Otherwise, if you wanted a contract, I'll type the motherfucking contract up.
No, God, don't do that.
With the SLA and shit and everything else.
You would too. Okay. So like I said, the other gentleman is going to read it over and looking over to the gentleman in the middle.
He's going to go.
Seems in order.
I mean, that's
yeah.
Here. It's quite simple. We like to keep things simple here.
Looks in order.
I no need the difficult thing. It's an invoice. It's a quote. Quite that simple.
Okay.
If I don't have a dedicated place to deliver it, what am I going to do with 280 fucking tons of chromium? Stockpile it? No. I mean, I'm either A, going to deliver it to you. If you're not going to do it, I'm going to deliver it to somebody else. And it's going to be your direct competitor, right? Fucking one jump away. So that's the deal. We came here first because, you know, we may have a mutual friend that wants to see your business thrive, and which will offset the economic balance of Stella Industries, and slowly they have their downfall, and you guys increase in power and size, because I want to see this facility grow from 10K to like 20K in the next 5 years of personnel here. That means I've done my effective part. And as you grow, it means you're going to require and need more chromium, which means I'm going to buy more ships from you and buy more mining facilities and deliver you more chromium. I mean, shit. Direct from mine to factory, baby. From mine to factory. From farm to table.
Very well.
Close that now.
I accept your offer.
All right. Done. Our ship will be ready tomorrow or later on today, sir, buddy.
He looks over to the other gentleman. Tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow morning. If I can just get you to sign the quote saying approved, that way I can take it back and let my business partner know that this is a closed deal.
I actually, do I have a pen? I have a fucking pen. I better have a fucking pen.
Oh, you want one?
Roll luck save.
My pen's on the table.
Hold on.
That's right, it is.
Tavor.
I'm like.
Hold on. Tavor. Roll luck save.
God, fuck, shit. What am I going to do, like, have the pen fall on my face and implant in my forehead?
No. This is just
you have a pen.
This is just to see if you have a pen or
oh shit.
If you fail, then you'll take
it's at
values.
the top. It's at the top of your character sheet.
Look. Top of my character sheet. Okay.
Yeah, you look at your character sheet, and then it's in the top. You got 4 blue squares. It's the one on the far right.
Yes.
Okay, so you didn't have one on you, so you grab valleys.
Okay. I grab, put my hands on it, and I look at him and go, yeah?
You're asking that, yeah, who are you looking at for that? You looking at Valley or the?
Yeah,
okay.
With my eyes, like, yeah?
Go ahead.
And I grab it, and I click it, and I go.
Oh, you're offering it to the guy?
Yep. Sign this bitch.
He will take a pen from the gentleman sitting to his right and use that to sign the document.
Oh, okay.
Slide it back.
I click it, and I hand it to Valley. I go,
All right. Put my papers in order and stuff.
And with that, gentlemen, was there anything else?
No,
You're going to get up and shake his hand again? Okay.
I'll shake his hand. It's a pleasure.
I'm not going to shake his hand.
29 days from today, which means 28 days from tomorrow, we will be delivering you 280 tons of chromium.
So Valley is getting up to come around and shake his hand. Tabor, are you? Hold on. Tabor, are you sitting there or are you going to stand up? You said you're not going to shake his hand, but are you? Are you doing anything?
He's frozen.
Crap. Now he's back. Did you hear anything that was going on?
You froze. Can you hear me?
Can
you hear us? Yes, now you're back.
Now, yeah.
Okay, I'm going to stand up.
Okay.
And let Valley do his thing and go stand by the door.
Okay. So the three of them will stand up and he will...
I motion for Sue to come too.
Oh, okay.
It's just going to sit there like... Valley, would you like for me to follow you?
I had an internet hiccup. Sorry, I don't know what the fuck happened there.
Yeah,
No
you were
worries,
like,
no worries.
you were like,
Yeah.
he's like, Tavar, what are you doing?
Doing fuck all. That's what I'm doing.
I telepathically want to slam that motherfucker into the fucking head into the desk like 50,000 fucking times, but I'll avoid doing that. What happened? I don't know, man.
Let me show you a magic trick. Yeah, so the three of them stand up, and the older gentleman will accept your handshake. And
Yeah, I should have described my little deal with them as better as subscribing to a product on Amazon where every month they send you XYZ. That would have been, I just thought of that and been like, it would have saved so much time.
no worries. So, Tavor, you're going to stand over by the door. I'm assuming you get there before they start exiting. You notice that the one gentleman is still a bit stiff as everyone passes by you to exit the conference room, but there's no action taken unless you do something, which I'm assuming you're not going to, even though you want to slam his head into the table.
No, I mean, if he wants to do something stupid, I will slam his head into the table.
Tavar, tell him to relax. As security, he needs to be more chilled and relaxed instead of so uptight and stiff.
It's a business meeting, my friend. There's nothing to be alarmed about.
Exactly. It's quite simple. Easy.
We're here to be mutually beneficial in business.
Well, sometimes business just depends on what's going on.
Give me, so both of you give me a notice check.
Wisdom or intelligence?
Wisdom.
I know, I was just asking because it always gets asked. You want to roll first or you want me to? Do I have a modifier? Does anybody have a modifier? Tavar's holding the door.
Tavar's got the military experience. I'll give you a +1. Valley, you've got the
Attitude, so I get a -1.
no. I'm going to give you a +1 as well for your. I can't remember what your class is.
What are we rolling?
Consort. Notice.
Yeah, just a notice check.
With a 1.
Yeah,
Don't put the
+1.
plus in there. Don't put the plus.
A 1
just put
modifier.
1. Just put 1.
With the attribute of
Wisdom.
Wisdom.
Okay.
Aller.
Okay.
All right then.
So, Tabor, you.
That's a partial success. Damn.
You realize as you guys are leaving, this bodyguard, whatever he is fairly young. Normally, you would expect someone who is in the position of a bodyguard to be older, which would imply more experience. Valley, same thing, but you can tell that just from how this kid is holding himself, he is not a bodyguard. He is more just a personal assistant who happens to be armed in case of emergency.
Well, that explains having a lack of professional fucking staff
Exactly.
to pull from. So,
if you relax more, things will go smoother. You don't want to give away that you're the one with all the guns. Keep that in mind. So,
I wink at him.
So he
Yeah,
stiffens up as you guys are talking to him. He is totally nervous.
Which one's your dad?
Oh.
That's why I asked him, which one's your dad?
He's no. No.
No. So which
Funny
one?
motherfuckers is named No.
All right. I was just checking. Are you Russian? No.
He has a darker skin cast to him. More.
There's black Russians.
No. Yes, that's true. That's true.
Sounds like a drink.
It looks more.
I mean, they got white Russians. I mean,
White Russians.
So
Black Russians.
If you had to guess, his
it's 10:11, guys. I gotta wrap this up.
yeah, almost. So he has more of a Spaniard cast to him.
Okay. All right. Anyways, just checking. It's okay,
All right.
man. Relax. Just do your day job. Be there in case of emergency. You don't have to. Don't be jumpy. Just set other people off. And if they see you do that beforehand. All right, moving out to the ship.
Yep. All right.
Thanks. Appreciate it, Melina. You're the best. Awesome. Thanks for setting it up with me.
Have a lovely day, gentlemen.
Let's go get out of these monkey suits.
Yeah.
I feel like this dog and pony show is fucking.
All
All
right.
right, so go back to the ship, fucking, and wait till morning to get our ship. Brief the guys on what's going on. Brief the pilot on what's going on with him, and prepare him for his first paycheck. So I'll be like, hey, here's your bonus to start, and then you'll get paid at the end of the month. Once you deliver. So basically, you're gonna shoot there, do this, shoot back. Take, depending on the 28th day of every month, you're going to deliver the load here and be here on the 28th day of the month. I'm just using that because it's easier for me to keep track of it in the whole system. We'll just pretend today is XYZ.
Sounds good.
Okay.
All right. So you guys get back to the ship. Anything else you want to do before we call it?
Check the balance to see if that guy sent his 50K initial deposit for the other mission.
Really
Okay.
gotta go, guys. So I'll catch you later.
Yeah, because that's going to my account.
Okay.
I think it's going. Let me check and see. I think it goes to that goes to Pew-Pew account operation for We Are Many.
All right. So I will figure out what's going on with that before next time.
Yeah, because I have it marked down as it was coming in, and then I just need to know.
It was upon acceptance of that mission, if I remember correctly.
We accepted that mission at the planet beforehand. We sent him the information. So now he got to this planet, which has been over a week. So I'm seeing if the deposit came in.
Right. Okay.
I sent him the email and said, hey, this is what we're going to do. We accept the mission, da-da-da-da-da. This was the timeline for us to get there and everything else. If they accepted it, they send us the money.
Yeah. I'm just trying to think how much time it would take for the communication to get to them, for them to then wire the transfer to get to your account.
So it's been from
8 days?
Yeah, it's been about 8 days.
Okay.
So, I mean, like, even if you said, okay, it takes 24 to 48 hours and then wire the account, 3 days is most wire wherever the fuck you want to send it to. It's all credit sent transfer, so everything's digital. So, not like I snail mailed them a fucking package.
It is.
So it doesn't matter
now...
if it's now or like I won't be able to check it again until we get back to the next jump spot. So I just wanted to know on whether or not if I added it now so I can prep for next game to give these guys the money. So when we get to what's the name of that planet? Because next time it'll be the next day. We'll be getting into our ship and we'll be departing. Are we in Themis?
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and just tell you this in case I forget next session, the money will be arriving tomorrow.
Okay.
So it
I'll get the
basically
ship.
9 days.
Yeah, okay. All right, I just wanted to make sure, because we leave here and then we'll jump. That's 2 sectors, so we'll go 1 down and then 1 up to Nefasha 2023. Is that the right spot?
Sounds right.
2003, yeah, to Hatha. Yeah, so basically we'll jump from there to Hatha, from Hatha to here. The other dude will take his ship and jump straight to Nefasa system, which is 0203 Hatha. Which I may ride, and I haven't decided yet, because I may ride with him so I can get there, close my deal up, so when the other ship gets there, right, I'm already sealed my deal with Severus, and we're already fucking prepped, because he's already had 4 weeks to load up.
Right.
With his thingy.
Okay.
So, oh yes, and then that way, if I's going to make it for the next one, you can plan on whether or not Valley runs into him at Hatha, or if the guys run into him at, what's the name of that planet in 0103? Antiquus, which is a, is that 0103? Yeah, 0103, which is an invasive warm microbiome, 1 million people. It's a Tech 2 planet.
Yep.
So I don't think I's.
No, he wouldn't be there.
Yeah, he wouldn't be there. He would probably 0302 is Hatha. It's a Tech 4, so he'd be there. He would either be there or he would be here on this planet.
Yeah, he would either be here or the planet in between your jumps from the mining planet to here. So we'll figure that out. I do need to talk to I to figure out when or if he's going to be available. So
yeah, every other Tuesday, motherfucker. We can push it to 7:30 to start. You know I gotta give you a hard time, I. Yeah, because basically I want to basically close that deal, issue the guys their payment, so that way they have money to buy gear, equipment, ammo. Gear, money, ammo, and all the things that they need in order to accomplish whatever tasks they need to do. So we can be prepped for this mission while we're en route down to it.
Yeah.
And I also got an email. I already told Tavar about the thing, so I'll be sending the email. I'll be sending the police. Yeah, and also I'll be emailing Nikolai and letting him know
your progress.
Yeah, the progress on here, and be like, we manipulated the flow of chromium. Instead of destroying the thing and bringing fucking bad shit, what we're going to do is we're going to offset the economic balance of Stellar Industries.
Thank you all for joining us for another wonderful episode of Pew-Pew Anonymous. We will be back, hopefully, if nothing goes wrong, in 2 weeks for the continuation of the adventures of our fearless adventurers.